Thank you very much, Kerry. Our final panelist will be Captain Paul Becker of the LA County Sheriff's Department. Paul Becker is a Santa Clarita resident, and he is our own Chief of Police here in Santa Clarita. Paul?
Thank you, Ken. You know, I hope that tonight everyone will take something with them that'll help to understand that we're in the midst of a major problem. And when I'm saying, you know, a major problem, I'm not talking about just the Santa Clarita Valley. This is happening in communities across the nation, everywhere, as Kerry said. I've been on the job for over 30 years, and I've seen all sorts of drugs come in and out of the county on a cyclical basis. And now it's time for heroin. It's raising its ugly head, and it's killing our youth, and it's ruining our families. I'd like to read from a list, if I can, that I started when I took command about 1.5 years ago, and it involves overdose deaths. 27-year-old male overdose death, died December 2009. 22-year-old male overdose death, died February 2010. A 47-year-old female overdose death, died February 2010. 21-year-old male overdose death, died February 2010. 21-year-old male overdose death, died March 2011. 18-year-old male overdose death, died March 2011. 28-year-old male overdose death, died April 2011. 24-year-old male overdose death, died May 2011. 21-year-old male overdose death, died August 2011. 47-year-old female overdose death, died August 2011. Ladies and gentlemen, these are all Santa Clarita residents, 2 of them this month. I'd like to give you some quotes from individuals that we spoke to in relation to their addiction. My family did everything right, and all I did was ruin my family. It's impossible. I can't shake the cravings. This is a disease of addiction. God, what my life would have been like if I never tried it. I never experienced the normal anxieties of a teenager. I just did heroin. I don't know if rehab will ever work. This is my 5th time. And the one that really stuck with me was, simply put, my parents were blind. Now, I created the juvenile intervention team with the assistance of the city of Santa Clarita. They funded this team for me. And this team was formed for this purpose alone, to do all that law enforcement can do to keep prescription and illicit narcotics out of the hands of our children. I will do anything and everything in my power to incarcerate any drug dealer that's impacting the youth in the Santa Clarita Valley. My detectives are not only working in the Santa Clarita Valley, but they are arresting drug dealers and crashing doors in Simi Valley, Sylmar, Palmdale, North Hills, and Los Angeles. The message that they are sending is very clear. If you deal to kids in the Santa Clarita Valley, we're going to come after you. The most important thing that we can do is not only to teach our children well, but as we've all said here tonight, is to be vigilant. We must go in with our eyes wide open and be aware that this type of addiction is attacking the most normal of households. The preventative work that one does on the front end is minuscule compared to the devastation and heartache that one will experience on the back end. We see it every day. The fact that you are all here today tells me that your eyes are open, and it tells me that you are listening. And I believe that this is a good step in recognizing that heroin has a serious effect on the Santa Clarita Valley.